Hello everybody, this is Saad with you again, your favorite realtor, and today is a special video because today marks the 2-year anniversary of me posting on YouTube. It's been 2 years of consistent work, growing the channel, growing the brand, providing value on YouTube. So firstly, I would like to thank all of the 4,200 plus subscribers who've joined me on this journey to learn, understand, and to make better decisions in the Dubai real estate market. So heartfelt thank you to everyone who's been an audience, who's been watching, who's reached out to me, all the clients, all the brokers who've reached out to me. Thank you so much because it's been a great journey so far. And apart from that, I want to do something different, something unique where I will be going through the calls or the analysis that I've done on the channel in the past 2 years to see how those have materialized, what my analysis was, and how has it been in the market so far. Has it come to fruition or has it completely failed? So let's actually review my own channel, my own videos and my own analysis in this. So let's get into it and let's look at some videos that I've posted in the past couple of years. Let's begin with the first video that I want to go through, which is the Valley. So this is from where I would like to play the video. As you can see, the date is 8th August 2023. So let's see what I'm saying in this video regarding the prices of the Valley.
Square foot. And let's take a look at the Valley's 100 square foot in the Valley today.
So when I was speaking about the Valley was sitting at a price point of 750 to 800 dirhams per square foot, as we can see right here. So let's actually go and check DXB Interact to see what kind of a gain has the Valley seen over the past 2 years. So the Valley's price per square foot has grown to 1,330 dirham per square foot. So that's a huge gain from the 800 dirham per square foot mark that we were talking about. So let's do a quick calculation to understand how does that look like. So 1330 divided by 800, 66% growth over the past 2 years. So if you had invested, and all my clients who have invested in the Valley based on my recommendation back in 2023 has seen significant growth, and this is a chart that lets you see what that would have looked like because Orania was launched. So the original price at that time was at 1.55. Today market price is 2.5 million. That is a capital appreciation of 62.5%, and with that 75/25 payment plan that was launched back in the day, the customers so far have paid 75%, so that's 1.16 million paid. They are sitting on a profit of 950,000 dirhams. That's an ROE of 81.9%. By the time of completion, because if you go and look at Eden prices today, the first cluster of the Valley, prices are touching 2.93 million. So I could easily expect their profit by the time of handover would be roughly, I'm expecting by the end of this year, the prices they are selling at should be at that 2.8 million mark, and with that they'll have an expected profit at the time of handover of about 1.25 million dirhams. That would be an ROE of 107.8%. So congratulations to everyone, all my clients and others who have invested in the Valley based on my call back in 2023, because you are looking very healthy at this point. Now let's look at the next launch that happened in the Valley that I was also recommending, which was the Nima cluster, where the prices began at a price point of 2.1 million dirhams. The current price in the market is at 2.7 million dirhams. So they are sitting at a very healthy profit of 600,000 dirhams already. Nima price per square foot was at about 940 dirham per square foot, and today it is at 1,250 dirham per square foot. So that is 33% capital appreciation over the past year and a half, I would say, and that had a 90/10 payment plan. So far the customers of Nima cluster in the Valley have paid 50%. So they've paid about 1.05 million dirhams, and they are enjoying an ROE as of today of 57.1%. So again, that is only in a year and a half, 57.1% return on equity. That is phenomenal. growth in the past year and half, and I believe by the time of completion they will be looking at a profit of 1.25 to 1.5 million dirhams, and that would be an ROE of about 66 to 79%. So now let's take a look at another community that I was talking about back in the day, which is Rashid, Yachts and Marina. So this is the video. As we can see, the date on this video is 9th September, so little less than 2 years ago. So let's take a look.
Projects over there, and there's more developers rushing in that area to launch their projects. And right here behind me, right there, as you can see, those are the new buildings which are being constructed for Rashid Yachts and Marina. That's the one from the first launch, Seagate. And prices over here in this community, the next launch, are going to be from 2,000 dirhams per square foot.
2,000 dirham per square foot when I was talking about Rashid Yachts and Marina. Let's go and take a look at what are the prices today in Rashid Yachts and Marina. So here is the price per square foot in Rashid Yachts and Marina, which is sitting at 2,630 dirham per square foot. So if we compare that to what we were talking about back in the day, we've already had 31% capital growth in the last year and a half. And if you had invested with the payment plan, your ROEs would be looking very, very healthy. So let's take a look at how the ROEs are looking like. So 33% capital growth in Rashid Yachts and Marina, and if you are on a payment plan and you only paid 50% so far, your ROEs would be looking like 65% or above as of today. So those again are phenomenal numbers. And also, if you want to understand the prices of Emaar in the new launch on the waterfront that they've launched recently, based out by Vida, the prices in that launch are already touching 4,000 dirham per square foot. So when we were entering Rashid Yachts and Marina, we were looking at a price point of 2,000 dirham per square foot. Right now in the resale market, the prices are already 33% above, and if you are buying a new launch with Emaar with the full payment plan, you are looking to pay about 3,500 to 4,000 dirham per square foot. So again, congratulations to all my clients who had picked up Rashid Yachts and Marina back in the day based on my analysis. So now let's take a look at another community, which is Town Square, which I was speaking about, and it happens to be the most popular video on my channel.
Let's take a look at a few more pictures.
So let's take a look at the prices.
770,000 for a one bed and 1 million for a two bed. So
770,000 dirhams in Nashamat Town Square for a one bed, 1.1 million dirhams for a two bed, and 1.7 million dirhams for a three bed. Again, these were amazing prices back in the day. We are talking about, let's take a look at the date, 18th of October 2023. So we are still less than 2 years ago based on this launch. Now let's take a look at what are the prices in Town Square today. So the original prices back in the day, 800,000 dirhams. Today, selling in the market for 1.1 million dirhams for the one beds. We are talking about a capital appreciation of 37.5%. With the payment plan, customers have only paid 40% so far. So they've paid 320,000 dirhams towards the one bedroom apartment, and they're sitting on a profit of 300,000 dirhams. That's an ROE of 93.75% for this very project when I was talking about it. So again, I'm really happy for all the customers that did pick up these units in Town Square. Let's take a look at the two beds as well. Two beds back in the day selling for 1.1 million. Market price today, 1.5 million dirhams on the park. That's a capital appreciation of 36.4%. Also, they've paid only 40% so far, so they've roughly paid around 440,000 dirhams to take a profit of 400,000 dirhams. That's an ROE of 90.9%. Again, amazing numbers. I'm really happy for all the customers who had picked up Town Square back in the day. So that was a huge success as well. Let's take a look at another community that I was talking about back in the day, which is Nadal Shiba Gardens. So right here is Nadal Shiba Gardens, where the video was posted October 19th, 2023. So at that time, the 4-bedroom villa in Nadal Shiba Garden was going at roughly 9 million dirhams. So these were the prices. The starting price was 8.5 million dirhams for the 4-bedroom villa. 8.59 million was the average price back in the day. So let's see today what's happening in Nadal Shiba Gardens. When I was talking about phase 4, 9 million starting price, today's market price is sitting at 13 million dirhams. Capital appreciation 44.44%. These guys had a payment plan of 60-40 right here. The handover is in Feb 2027. So they've only paid about 40% so far, so that's 3.6 million dirhams, and they are sitting on a profit of 4 million dirhams for this very villa that they've picked up, because the price has gone up from 9 million all the way up to 13 million dirhams as of today in less than 2 years time. So that is an ROE of 111% right here. Amazing numbers. I'm really happy for my customers who have picked up units right here. And recently launched Nadal Shiba Gardens phase 10, where the 4-bedroom villa average price was roughly around 12.5 million dirhams from Miras directly. So again, huge gains seen by anyone who had taken my analysis for Nadal Shiba Gardens and invested in this very community at that stage. Now let's take a look at another community that I was talking about, which is Expo City.
And in this location, we are going to have a new community coming up for apartments, townhouses and villas coming up really soon. One of the only projects in the market with a post handover payment plan. And as you know, this location is very, very well placed in Dubai.
So this was back in the day. So the prices, when I was talking about it back in November of 2023, we had Expo City. As you can take a look right here, the prices started from 1.37 million for 1 beds, which seemed steep for a new up and coming location back in the day. 1.37 million for the 1 beds, 2.07 million for the 2 beds, and 2.69 million for the 3 beds. They had a phenomenal 50-50 post handover payment plan that goes 5 years after handover. So phenomenal deal right there. Let's take a look at what are the market prices today. So for a 1 bed, the original price when I was talking about Expo back in the day was 1.37 million dirhams. Today, the selling price in the market price is 1.83 million dirhams. So the customers are sitting at a profit of 460,000 dirhams right here. That's a capital appreciation of 33.57%. Payment plan again 50-50 with a 5-year post handover. The handover is going to be next year in March, and the customers so far have paid only 40% as per the payment plan, and they've paid roughly about 548,000 dirhams to take a profit of 460,000 dirhams. That is an ROE of 83.9%. For the 2 beds on the other hand, the prices were at 2.07 million at the launch time. Today's market price is roughly about 2.47 million dirhams. That's a capital appreciation of 19.32%. Again, with the 50-50 post handover payment plan, they've only paid 40% so far, that is 828,000 dirhams to take home a profit of 400,000 dirhams. That's an ROE of 48.3. Now there's a huge difference between the 1 bed and the 2 bed ROEs right here, but the 1 bedrooms have performed much better. But I really believe during the time of handover, when the mortgage buyers do come in, the people working in Expo do come in to buy their homes, these prices will have a spike for sure. I'm expecting these 2 beds to be selling in the ballpark of 3.5 million dirhams, and that would make it a very healthy profit of about 1.5 million dirhams for the people who invested right here. I feel like at best the 1 beds go by the time of handover in the next 6 months to 2 million, and I really believe the 2 bedrooms will be touching that 3.4-3.5 million mark, and maybe I can do another video at that time to see if these calls do come to fruition or not. So let's take a look at yet another analysis that I did on the channel. So this right here is the Acres by Miras video, where I'm going to pause this and show you the date on this video. It's talking about December of 2023. So that is a year and a half ago, where the prices were as follows: 3 beds starting from 5.1 million, 4 beds from 6.8 million, 5 beds from 10 million dirhams onwards. So let's see what are the prices today in the market. So back in the day when I was talking about Acres, 5.1 million dirhams was the starting price. Today, market price for the same 3-bedroom villas are at 6.5 million dirhams. That is 27.45% capital appreciation in the last year and a half. With the payment plan of 65-35, this project handover is in October of 2027. So customers have so far paid 45%, that is 2.295 million dirhams. And today they're sitting at a profit of 1.4 million dirhams in a year and a half. That is an ROE of 61% in 1.5 years time. So again, very happy for anyone who had bought with me during the Acres launch, or also just bought Acres in general. They're looking at very healthy profits right now. And for the 4-bed villas that started at 6.8 million dirhams, today the market price is 8.3 million dirhams. So that is 22% capital appreciation in the last year and a half. 45% paid, that comes up to 3.06 million, and they're sitting at a profit of 1.5 million dirhams. Again, ROE is 49%. Now between these two as well, the 3 beds have performed better. Again, that I believe that is happening just because the ticket price is lower, but I believe again around the time of handover the 4 bedrooms will outperform the 3 bedrooms, and maybe at that time we can see again how these calls have happened. So this is another video that I did on the valley during the Lilia launch back in the day. The date on this video is September 16th, 2023. So again, little less than 2 years ago. And this is something that I was really interested to see, because I had predicted that in May 2025, the prices would be at 2.3 million for the 3 beds. And by November, the prices would be at 2.4 million dirhams. So let's actually go and take a look at Lilia on DXB Interact for the 3 beds. What are we looking at over the last 6 months? So the average price today is exactly 2.35 million dirhams. And in my video, I had said that the price is going to be 2.3 to 2.4 million. So literally exactly we are between May and November. We are in August and the price is at 2.35 million. So that has been exactly on point for anyone who had taken that analysis. You're sitting exactly as per analysis. You're sitting at 2.3 million dirhams price in the market today. So if you do decide to exit, you would take that ROE of 44-45%, and you would sell it at probably around 500,000 dirhams profit. So again, I'm really happy with the analysis. So again, I don't have any kind of a crystal ball. I just do a very thorough analysis on the different projects that are coming into the market, a lot of comparisons, a lot of digging, a lot of study into the market, and I try to assemble everything together, combine everything together, and bring it over here in my analysis. So I'm really happy that the analysis has been on point so far with the Valley community. Now let's just take a look at some of the bulk deals that I did in the last 2 years. So there've not been a lot of bulk deals. There have been a few bulk deals that do come across here and there. So we did a bulk deal in the Valley in the Orania cluster where we picked up a 10plex, and that was in June 2022, and right now we are in July of 2025. So that's roughly been 3 years. This cluster is handing over in December 2025, and this lady, my customer, has not sold any units so far. She's still holding on to all of the units that we picked up back in the day. So we picked up the entire 10plex, 10 townhouses in a row. It was in a very good location within the Valley Orania cluster, and we picked up this row at 16.4 million dirhams roughly. Market price today of all of these units is sitting at 27.8 million dirhams. That is a profit of 11.4 million dirhams over the last 3 years. She's only paid 75% so far, so that is 12.296 million, roughly 12.3 million. ROE of 92.74% in the last 37 months, in the last 3 years. I'm really happy for this client. I'm sure whenever she does decide to sell, she's going to make some phenomenal profits, because I've been advising her to sell, but she's saying, no Saad, I want to hold on to these units, and let's see, maybe we rent out all of these units for her to let her have some phenomenal cash flow, and maybe release some equity from these units from the bank and refinance all of these units so that we have a good chunk of money to redeploy into the market. Let's take a look at another bulk deal that happened in Dubai Creek Harbour in the Creek Waters project, where we bought an entire floor in April 2023 with my customers. So this was 2 brothers who picked up this entire floor altogether. Back in April 2023, we picked up the entire floor for 24.22 million dirhams, the entire floor, on a payment plan. And this one did not last too long because we sold all the units in 14 months time. So just a little bit above a year, because they wanted to redeploy the profits somewhere else. So we sold all of these units at 29 million dirhams to give them a profit of 4.79 million dirhams in a span of 14 months. They had only paid 9.69 million until that time. So they had a very healthy ROE of 49.47% in 14 months time. Again, these are some amazing numbers. I'm really happy for all these customers who had trusted me to advise them where and how to invest. So that was another successful bulk deal that was fully exited. All the units have been sold as of today. The entire hold was only of 14 months and they exited with 4.8 million dirhams almost and 49.47% return on equity. Now again, another bulk deal that happened last year, exactly 13 months ago in June of 2024 for Rashid Yachts and Marina in the Marina Views building, which was in my opinion one of the best buildings in entire Rashid Yachts and Marina, because it was such a strategic location for that building, because right in front of you, you had the entire sea view, the entire Arabian Gulf. All the units had some sort of a sea view, okay? Even the units at the back had views from the backside towards Jumeirah and all the way towards Burj Al Arab. Phenomenal views, and also towards the downtown skyline. So very nice units right here. We picked up an entire floor last year for 28.5 million dirhams, as you can see. And today, recently, Emaar released Baystar in Rashid Yachts and Marina, where the full floor price was 37.6 million dirhams. We paid 28.5 million dirhams in a year. This customer, which is a very dear customer of mine, he's from China, he's a very, very smart individual. He's an engineer himself, so he has a very sharp brain, very analytical brain. He was originally looking to buy a villa worth 22 million on Bay Villas in Dubai Islands, and it was just going to be a wait because he was late for the initial launch. So he was waiting for the next phase to come in, which is still, as of today, not come yet, and he's probably still waiting for that. So at that time, I advised him, why don't you look at Rashid Yachts and Marina? There's going to be a new launch on the waterfront. It's going to be a phenomenal opportunity for you if you do want to deploy funds right there. And then we went back and forth over this. He flew down to Dubai, met me. We went to the location. He understood the project, location. He was convinced. He put down the checks for the full floor. And that's when we picked it up for 28.5 million. Now he's on a payment plan as well. He's only paid 40% so far. And he's paid so far 11.4 million dirhams towards this entire floor, and he's sitting on a profit based on market price of 9.07 million dirhams in a span of 13 months, and that is an ROE of 79.6% in only 1 year time. This customer, we were recently talking about the new Baystar launch as well. He's so happy that we picked up this entire floor back in the day. He's very happy with this decision, and I congratulate him because this has been one of the most lucrative deals that I've done in terms of profits for my customer. So 9.07 million dirhams profit in a span of 13 months, ROE of 79.6% again. So these were some of the calls or the analysis that I've done on my channel over the last 2 years. I've been overwhelmed with the love and support that I received. The kind of clientele that I'm attracting at this point is absolutely amazing, because at this point I have some amazing clients looking to deploy in the hundreds of millions altogether, looking to build portfolios in Dubai. So I'm really happy that my track record is something that is solid so far, and people can trust my analysis, and this just pushes me to do more and more hard work to go deeper into all of these launches that are coming in, to understand which are the best opportunities in Dubai. So if you found this video informative, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on some very valuable insights in the Dubai real estate market. And I hope to provide more and more valuable information in the future. And again, thank you all for the love and support. And for now, this is Saad, Dubai Realtor, signing off.